I was mute, so just waiting that you give me the control. I welcome to all participants of this summit. We are now running the open ceremony, and this will be just a few information about what the International Society of Digital Health did and is doing. And you will have also some welcome message from Professor Baturin, that is an astronaut and corresponding member of the Russian Academy of Science, and as well Eugene Eremenchenko, that is the head of the local organizing committee. I welcome also all the speakers. You can see we have this year quite interesting number of speakers. To save time, we will not introduce the speaker during the conference. If you are interested to read about the speaker, please visit the website, and you will have information and short biography of the various speakers. Just a few words about the summit before to open with my speech. The summit was handed over in 2018 from the summit. The last one was organized in North Africa, in Morocco. And the initial idea to have the conference venue on Moscow before the summer. Due to coronavirus, we were forced to postpone several times the date of the summit, look into what was happening meanwhile. But at the end, we decided to make it as an online event because there are still troubles. There are still troubles in travel. And this is, in a way, is an opportunity because, as you can see, the fact that the summit is online is allowing people to interact, and I will tell you more after in my presentations. Let me now move to the part of my speech. I don't know how many of you know the International Society of Digital Health. The Society in Digital Health is a society structured with a presidency, and a bureau, and a council, and has been initiated by the Chinese Academy of Science in May 2006, and is registered as a non-government organization in China. It is an international scientific organization that is promoting academic exchange, science and technology innovation, education, and international collaboration toward digital health. And the mission of our society is to promote the development and realization of digital health. The Secretariat of the Society is hosted by Aerospace Information Research Institute of the Chinese Academy of Science. What our society is doing, we are organizing every 2 years symposia on digital health, and in the alternate year, we are organizing summit. So this is the 8th summit, and you see that all the summits are organized basically in every part of the world, except in South America, we are not yet covered with our summit. The Society is also owner of 2 international journals. The first one that is the International Journal of Digital Health with Taylor and Francis Group, and is a peer-reviewed journal that has a very interesting science detection index that in 2009 was 3.097. Then we have a second journal, so what we call the sister journal is the Big Earth Data Journal that has been launched in December 2017, and basically to try to cover one of the aspects of digital health that is a part related to big Earth data. So the handling and as well technology used for big Earth data collections, management, analysis and visualization. And also this journal is now, after 3 years, indexed by Scopus. Last year, we published a manual of digital health, and this was a very successful manual because so far we have something like about 660,000 downloads. This was measured in November 2025, and it's edited by Springer. It's free, so I invite you to download the manual and because you will see all the aspects of digital health in a single book. But now let me speak about what we plan to do in the near future, because this is where we see potentially an interest for you to contribute, to participate in our activities. As you know, the digital health concept, the origin is on the book of Al Gore that was called Health in Balance, Ecology in the Human Spirit, 92. But then the official launch of digital health was in a speech for the opening of the California Research Center in January 98, called the Digital Health Understanding Our Planet in the First Century. And basically, digital health is a global initiative aimed at harnessing the world data information resources to describe and represent our planet, to monitor, measure, and forecast natural and human activity on the planet. Since then, the concept of digital health is evolving. In particular, now digital health makes use of digital technology to model Earth system, including its cultural and social aspects represented by human society living on the planet. It's envisaged as a common platform to support national and international collaboration for global sustainable development and newly development point of economic growth, social well-being. This is the definition that our society adopted, our council adopted in 2013. Now we are currently discussing the new vision of digital health, in particular taking into account the newest development of science and technology, but as well as some societal changes that are in a way influencing the way in which you consider the relevance of digital health. And this is not new, because we made a similar exercise in 2011 with a workshop organized by our colleague in China on to discuss digital health vision 2020. And the outcome of the workshop were concretized in two papers published in our journal and as well in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Science in the US. This year we have a similar exercise. This time it was virtually due to coronavirus. We have a workshop in July, and we are now starting drafting two papers on digital health vision over 2030. And so if you are interested in providing reference or even to be one of the authors, you are welcome. Another things that I want to mention in this short introduction about our society is the new working group that we decided to create at the last council meeting in Florence. We decided to create 6 working groups to deal with the topic that we consider the more interesting, more relevant. The first working group on science and technology watch, the second on industry engagement, then the last 4 are on digital health governance and ethics, citizen engagement and empowerment digital health, education and capacity building for digital health, and contribution of digital health to sustainable development goals. You can see that the last 4 are also the title of the session that we are organizing in the summit. So the discussion and as well the questions and comments that you made on this section will be quite important for the work of the working groups. And again, if you are interested to be part of the working group, you are welcome. So just to conclude, I recommend you to see if you are interested in digital health and implementing the vision. There are several opportunities you can read and publish in our international journals. I would like to remind that most of the articles are open access. You can download the manual of digital health, it's free. And also I recommend you to attend the next symposium organized by Professor Strobel that will be in Strasbourg next year. But we are also welcome to join ISDE to become a member of our society or to participate to our future activity. For example, as I mentioned before, contributing to the working group or contributing to the 2 papers on the digital television 2030. Few words about the summit. First, let me thank a lot Eugenia Remetchenko from the New Geography Group for organizing the summit, and also Professor Strobel from the Salzburg University that is providing the technical support to the online summit. Our society has not experience of online summit. Professor Strobel has, so we count on his support to make this summit successful. Just about the agenda, you see that we decided to have 3 days, 6 sections. So we decided not to have a long day, but to have just 3 hours for 3 consecutive days. And also we select the time in order to facilitate tomorrow participation also from people living in US, because clearly due to the time frame, it's difficult to find a right time for everybody in the world. And you are clearly we're going to attend all the session or the session which you are more interested, and join and be active in the discussion using the chat. So this is my last slide. I would like to say that a virtual summit is something different, is new also for us, but is also offering some possibility. So we decided to split the section with 3 and 4 keynote speeches, and then to have a roundtable discussion with them, and in order to be able also to address your questions. So in a normal conference, normally you have a very limited possibility to interact with the speaker because you have 1 or 2 questions. Now with the chat, you can ask the question that you want. We will try to address all the questions with the roundtable discussions. But if we are not able to address, we can also address after as offline discussions. And so it will allow you not to network with people, but to interact with them. So this should be a challenge that you should not miss to use. And with this, I will thank you, and I really hope that you will enjoy the summit. And I leave to Professor Strobel the floor to show the next messages. Thank you.